Now see the electrical comparator. Okay, for the electric comparator they use the LVDT. Okay, so linear variable differential transducer. If you know why it is called the LVDT, the meaning, okay, itself it gives the whole idea about the comparators or whole working idea of the LVDT. The L stands for linear. Okay, so with the help of LVDT you can measure the linear displacement. Okay, why it is called a variable? If you varying the distance also you can sense. If the contains the variation in the distance, like the compare the plunger, if you see all the types of the comparator, the plunger is over kind continuously moving over the surfaces. Okay, so that variation is also can measure. Why it is called differential? The output is difference between two EMF produced in the windings S1 and S2. So output is always difference of EMF induced in the coil S1 and S2, or maybe E2 minus E1, depends on its position of the core. And T stands for transformer. Okay, so why it is called transformer? Because we have to use the primary winding and the secondary winding here. So we can measure linear. We also measure the variation, the distance around the output directly in terms of difference in terms of EMF induced in the coils S1 and S2, and the T is which is working principle where it works the transform like a transformer. So the word LVDT itself gives the whole idea, its whole working principle. So if you see here, this is a core, okay, and that core is attached with the plunger. How are we going to apply now the phenomena? That core is attached to the plunger, okay, where the distance you're going to vary, where the surface roughness is, suppose the surface workpiece, okay, having surface roughnesses here. When we're going to move the LVDT or this device over the surfaces, the plunger can move, okay, and the output in terms of voltage we can see directly in terms of voltage difference or the EMF difference, electromotive force difference. Okay, E2 minus E1, we can directly get the reading in terms of mm. Okay, so how it works? Initially, the primary winding supply the electric current, okay, whose magnetic flux cut by this iron core. Okay, so we knows that it produces again. So what amount of the magnetic flux cut by this core? Okay, so that core produces itself again its magnetic flux because it produces current while cutting that magnetic flux. So that magnetic flux again comes in contact with the secondary winding, that is S1 and S2. Okay, whenever the core in its null position, okay, what amount of the magnetic flux produced by this core which is same cut by the S1 and S2? Why? The condition is that in secondary winding the number of turns of S1 is equal to number of turns by S2. Okay, when the core varies its distance, what happen? The number of turns, number of flux cut by the secondary winding S1 is more as compared to S2. So output is electromotive force S1 minus electromotive force S2. And vice versa, if the core is towards the right, what happen? The output is ES2 minus ES1. Okay, so according to this position, okay, we're going to calibrate our device. So simply, whatever the plunger movement in a plunger, it moves up either up or down or either left or right. According to that, produce the AMF. It works on simply principle of mutual inductance. Okay, so this is a very simple phenomena. If you go animated videos, so you can easily how it works. Okay, Primary coil P1, secondary coil S1 and S2. Okay, if you see where the core is moves, okay, that movement of the core is who's done that movement, the roughness, okay, surface roughness. So where the surface is up and down, according to that the core is moves, and so it produces some output voltage, and that movement and that is going to calibrated according to that movement. So it is simple phenomena, okay, on which principle it works, okay.